Excuse me. Hi. You look like so adorably like dreamy right now. I have to come say hi.
What?
You look like so dreamy right now. I have to come say hi. You're like staring off into space.
Oh yeah. I'm just thinking, yeah, that's something really crazy.
What are you up to right now? What are you up to right now?
Oh, I'm meeting my friends.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Where are your friends? Is that your friend? Casper?
Yeah. No.
You should definitely come
What?
get a smoothie with me right now.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay. What did you do well? What did you not do so well?
Okay, so what I know for a fact I didn't do so was like I didn't stick around at all for like any kind of conversation. I didn't get to know her at all.
Yeah, you went straight to the close.
Exactly.
I have a question too. What would be the point of necessarily getting a smoothie with her? You're gonna go sit down and have a conversation with her, right?
Yeah.
If you were to just sit down here, you'd be sitting down having a conversation with her, right?
Yeah, but I mean it's like.
I mean, I understand you want the
Yeah.
commitment of the fact that like she went with you, but you don't need that really, right? What you mostly need is time with her,
Yeah.
right? So also, she already just indicated she's waiting for friends, right? You don't know how long she's waiting, but getting a smoothie means like ditching her friends. So it's a really big ask, really soon with nothing behind it, right? Up until that, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Up until that, it was fine. This was cute. Like you put out your hand to shake it, and then you just dropped it. But no, it's good though. It's good that you dropped it, and it's good that it was like subtle enough that, I mean, I didn't miss it, but it's subtle enough that one could miss it, right? It's subtle enough that it wasn't like in your face. So that's all good. But yeah, I hear you basically just like, you just assumed you were just that hot. You assumed that every girl just wants to go on a date with you in the first 10 seconds.
Pretty much, yeah.
You, sir, are wrong. I'm just kidding. No, it was good though. I mean, everything was good up till there, but you needed more. What should you have done maybe as the next step?
Definitely. What I think, like just looking at it again, I probably would have like stuck around a little bit more for conversation, and then like wait for her to ask questions and then sit down.
Okay.
Like, cause she was that chair. I don't know like if Kev got her or not, but like that Kev's empty. That chair is empty.
That guy with the Casper joke, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one there, so I was like, I look at it again and say, fuck.
Yeah. The big question for me is how long till her friends get there.
Okay.
That's the like critical defining factor. If it's short, number and bounce, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna maybe sit for a minute, but number and bounce. Right? If they're coming within a minute or two, don't even bother sitting. Just do the thing and whatever.
Yeah.
But if they're coming in 20 minutes, yeah, sit down and have a real instant date. And you don't need to take her somewhere for that. Just do it right there. But that's the key piece of information you need is how long do you have? What kind of set is this gonna be?
Yeah.
Cool. Next time.
Get a smoothie with me right now.
Oh no, I'm okay.
5 minutes.
I'm really.
No, it was nice meeting you. Fuck that.
I love that reaction. Only because I know that like you don't have approach anxiety, you'll do the next set and all that. So I like that you're getting a little competitive. For anyone watching the video, if you are dealing with approach anxiety and you tend to get hard on yourself, just be positive about the fact that you did the set. But I happen to know him, and I know that that's not an issue for him. So for you, I like that you're getting a little competitive. It's good.
Excuse me. 2 seconds. You just look like super adorable. I had to come say hi to you.
Oh hi.
Hi. I'm like your
Nice
winter
to meet you.
attire.
Oh, thank
What's your
you.
name? What are you up to like right this second?
About to drop
There's a
this off.
reason I ask.
Why?
I have to definitely like, you have to come get Starbucks with me right now.
All right. So, similar thing to the last one, right? It's actually going pretty well. There's a reason why I asked. Definitely bailed you out there, which is good, because she was about to say, I'm going in here and da-da-da, right? But yeah, again, just you're essentially going straight to the close. She doesn't know you yet, it's too fast, etc.
I do that a lot. I think if that's one thing that I do that a lot. It's just like sometimes I just don't give a fuck. It's just like I need to get laid or something. I do that a lot actually.
So it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? If they go with it, great.
Exactly.
But if you spent 30 more seconds, like literally even just 30 more seconds before doing that, your percentage of hearing yes would probably double.
Yeah.
right? So just get to know them just a little bit. And understand that like, if you do go on the instant date, right? The purpose of the instant date is to get to know them. Yeah. Getting to know them a little bit right then and there, and then going on the instant date doesn't hurt you, right? It's time you're gonna have to spend with them in order to sleep with them anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So don't be so impatient. Yeah. Why do you think you do that, by the way?
I think I do it for 2 reasons. Like right there, I was like super nervous. It's like it's like fuck. I just need to get this out of the way. And I go for the close when I feel like it's going even like remotely like not my way. It's just like, yeah, fuck, I'll just move on to the next one. If this works, then I'm just gonna move on to the next one.
Cool. So I'm good with trying to move things forward when it's going well. You should be doing that. Yeah. But just think of the close as a multi-step process instead of a like my way or the highway, take it or leave it type of a process.
Yeah, exactly.
So like soft close it a little bit or hint at it a little bit rather than just you need to go with coffee right now. Total stranger, coffee, now, demand. Yeah. That's a little strong.
Yeah, like, you have to come get Starbucks with me right now.
Well, I'm about to drop Starbucks and then I need to go shopping.
We'll go drop that off and then you have to come with me. We'll go for like, it's like down that way. It's my like first time here.
Oh, sorry. I need to go shopping though, sorry. And I'm at work too. Oh. Yeah, sorry.
Hi, well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. You look like super fucking blasé right now, smoking your cigarette. I had to come say hello.
Oh yeah, I'm on my break.
Oh
God,
God,
I haven't had a cigarette in a week.
You even have the fucking like smoker voice right now.
I have singer's nodes.
What?
I sing and I have like nodes on my vocal cords. I have to get surgery. I like your coat though.
Really?
I'm getting one like that.
So far so good, right? She's actually engaging you when she doesn't have to. This looks very positive. What is the critical piece of information right now?
What's she doing?
Well, she's on a break. What's the critical piece of information?
How much time does she have left?
Exactly. Same as the last one, but for a different reason, right? How much time? 2-minute break or half-hour break, right? Now, if she's break from work and going back, you're probably not pulling her. But the question is, do you sit and make it a solid number or get the quick number on the premise that that's all you got, right? It's going to fundamentally change everything else about the interaction. So that's the information you need right now.
Getting one like that. Same.
Thank you.
I like that it goes with black and brown because I don't wear a lot of black, but
Thank you.
my work makes me.
I love how much you're complimenting me. Thank you. You're like giving me an ego boost right now.
Good. That's why you're meant to talk to me, baby.
What's your name? Are you like on break or something?
Yeah. I have 1 more minute.
You have 1 more minute. That fucking sucks.
You can come in and check out our 40% off sale.
Fuck you. I'm not doing that at all.
Why?
I'm joking. So like, how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're getting negative spike. It's a little like more fucking hit or miss that I might have gone, but fair enough. Fuck you, I'm not doing that. You meant like I'm not falling into the customer frame?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
The funny thing is nobody who's not like in pickup would have understood why you got so angry about that. But anyway, fair enough. But it actually worked in a way as just a negative spike, even though she probably has no idea what the hell it was all about.
Are you lying about this? What?
No, I'm engaged.
Oh, you're engaged. That's cool. Nice. Before I go, you seem like super adorable. You definitely have to like take my number down. My phone's broken.
I'm engaged, so I can't do that.
Nice meeting you though.
Nice try.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So, soft close, little finesse. Yeah. All right. It's like, let me put it this way. It's like there are a lot of different hammers in the world, right? The sledgehammer may be the biggest one, but sometimes when you're doing fine work with a small nail, the sledgehammer is not the hammer you want to go with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's all this like strong, big, bold moves, which is good in a way, right? Yeah. It's like very hit or miss, right? When it hits, it'll hit hard.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're gonna miss a lot.
Exactly.
Right? And if you're just a little more like fine-tuned and calibrated, many more yeses.
Yeah.
I love the like, I'm engaged. Okay, so you're gonna take my number. Like, Good. It's assumptive. It's assumptive, but it's just a little forceful.
Hey, excuse me. I love your like super cute style. I have to come say hi to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I like your coat.
The coat plays.
That coat, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. The coat.
The coat plays.
Are you?
Really? Thank you. Wait, before you go though, what's her name?
Yeah.
I know it's like super weird. Like I don't like usually do this. It's just like.
No worries. No worries.
How old are you though?
Yeah. Are you?
Guess how old I am.
23, 24.
24? Really? Do I look that old?
Look how old are you?
I'm 20.
Oh, okay, sweet.
What are you about to do? I actually don't. I'm just here picking up some friends.
Oh.
What about you?
I am on my lunch right now. Yeah, I work.
That one, why did you stop? Just because she got to the counter? Like it was her turn to order?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you like hard on yourself here? It's in theory totally fine. You just got to pick it back up in a second.
Where? Oh. That.
After she's done, right? It's not going badly.
I know I did something, what was it? I think it's not hard on myself. I guess it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's like pumping myself up a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, you just be like, "Arr," that kind of thing?
I
Like,
guess. I mean,
just trying to get some
I
emotion
really don't
for it?
remember. I wish I don't remember exactly.
Gotcha.
I'm fucking this. I have to.
It's like, gives it like this kind of like, are you Hispanic? No. It's not like you're Hispanic.
Right, so here's the good thing about a Starbucks. Good thing about a Starbucks is people order and then they have to wait for their coffee.
Yeah.
Right, so you just pick it right back up on the way. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my lunch right now.
Wait, huh? Just give me a second. I'm gonna buy this. Hold on. Hi. Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
I got the next customer.
So we have to get to know each other really, really well before you leave forever and ever and just like vanish forever.
Alright. So wait, so you're picking up people that work here?
No, I just came to buy a water.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. You can calm down. You can relax. What do you do for fun?
I'm good. I play soccer. So.
I kind of figured.
Why?
You look like a soccer player. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I play soccer, so that's why I think it's fun.
Really?
Yeah. What about you?
Are you gonna sit in here? Or?
Oh no, I'm waiting for my drink too. Yeah. So where are you picking people up?
They work here, but they work in a store. You know, Forever 21.
Oh.
And they're gonna be in there for a while, and so I'm just gonna pick them up afterwards.
Oh, alright. Sweet.
Yeah. Where do you work? Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Actually, you seem. I don't know. I thought you were gonna be a lot cooler, to be honest.
I thought you were gonna be cooler, to be honest.
Like right here, I'm just like thinking, okay, this is going.
Well, what was your reason for doing that?
It was like I felt like it was going like too platonic. I just felt like too friendly with her. That's the way I felt. I don't know.
Okay. Why did you decide to go negative non-platonic instead of positive non-platonic there?
To be honest with that, I don't remember. I don't even know why I did that.
So what it looks like here is she obviously likes you, right? She's, re-engaged in conversation. She came back to you when she didn't have to necessarily. She could have if she didn't want to talk to you when she went up to check her on her order, what would she have done?
Dude, it was just left. Yeah.
No, she would have stayed up there. If her order was ready, she would have just left. If not, she would have just waited and acted like she's about to get it or something, right?
Yeah.
So she came back to talk to you.
Yeah.
She likes you, okay? But she needs you to take it somewhere because right now it's just gotten super flat. But the easiest way to take it somewhere is either choice A, insult her, or choice B, give her a compliment and show some intent when she clearly likes you,
Yeah.
right? So because she likes you, you don't need to like knock her value down or like slap her in the face. You don't have to. She already likes you. All you have to do is move it forward. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So here, instead of I gotta be honest, you're not as cool as I thought you were gonna be.
It felt weird saying.
Just do the exact opposite. Just be like, I gotta be honest, like I didn't necessarily know you were gonna be cool, but you're actually not so bad, right? Or you're actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Something like that, right? More like, it doesn't have to be effusive, just be like, I fucking love you now, right? But something with a positive nature instead of a negative nature, because it's like, she's like on the fence, right? She likes you, but that's kind of like, it was very, she liked the fact that you were giving her attention. She was flattered. She responded very positively. She liked the intent, right? And now it's gone platonic. She's kind of getting bored, right? So you did one thing and it worked. Did something else that didn't work. Go back to the thing that worked. What you did is you did the opposite of the thing that worked, right? Yeah. Positive emotional spike worked. Why don't I just try a negative emotional spike? Just cause, right? So I would have just complimented her here.
Yeah.
Just have a little fucking love fest. It's okay. It's okay to have a little, if she likes you too, it's okay to have this little bubble of love where it's like, oh, it's so cool that we met each other. It's so random. Like,
yeah.
I mean, imagine if I hadn't been thirsty, I would never have met you. Right? And then you'd be sad because you'd never meet a man of my caliber. So yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah. I know.
You can create that. You can be positive in game, right? You can have a lot of positives as long as you just aren't too easy, right? As long as she doesn't like have you by the balls just because, right? You can appreciate her. You walked up to her. You talked to her. It's okay to appreciate her. It's okay to find her beautiful. It's okay to find things about her cool, because at some point, in order to plausibly sleep with her, you need to find some things about her cool. The whole thing is, as you're finding things about her cool, you need to remain a cool guy too. Not just, oh my God, you're so amazing. Let me drop everything for you. Not that guy. But you know what? You're actually pretty cool. You would, you would love, my friends would actually, you guys would get along well. Anyway, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're appreciating it, but it's not like you're appreciating it from a position of lower value. You're appreciating it from a position of same or higher value.
Yeah.
Actually, you seem, I don't know, I thought you were going to be a lot cooler, to be honest. I'm joking.
I'm so sorry to be
I'm
boring,
kidding. It's okay. I'm fine.
So what are you guys going to do after?
I'm not sure, actually. I'm new to, been here for like 3 to 4 weeks or something.
So where are you from?
Do you know? It doesn't matter. That's exactly where I'm from. Where are you from?
Here. Born and raised.
You were born and raised in
Here.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say fuck. I thought I was gonna fall in love with you for a little bit, and now it's like fuck.
No, yeah. Are you like?
It has its ups and downs. I mean, definitely, everyone here is like selfish. Versus where I'm from, it's like it's very sweet. Everyone's like nice. Then you come down here, it's like a whole fucking different thing. Like no one says bless you here. You know?
Okay, so right now you're dealing with a time constraint, right? The time constraint of...
She has to go back to work in like 10, 15 minutes or something like that.
Well, there's that. There's also another time constraint before that, which is whenever her drink's ready.
Yeah.
Right, so there's 2 time constraints, right? If by the time her drink's ready, the conversation's not gone somewhere, what's she gonna do? Yeah.
Nicely.
Because it's not even that she doesn't like you, it's just too awkward to stay when she plausibly could go in that situation.
Didn't they call her?
Huh?
Didn't they give her?
No, she doesn't have it
Not
yet.
yet.
She went over to check and didn't get it.
Starbucks was like taking like 20 minutes this day.
Yeah. So you need to make sure that you move things forward before. So here's my preliminary diagnosis of your sticking point. You go in, you show intent, and you get actually really good reactions. Your reactions off the open are great. You open very, very well. And then you slip into Platonicville. You do one of 2 things. You either close immediately, or you slip into Platonicville, and I'm guessing Platonic, and then when you sense it slipping away from you, close immediately. So what I want you to do is start to close early, but close gradually.
Yeah.
So instead of the close being, we need to grab coffee, close can be like giving a little compliment and seeing how she reacts, or indicating the idea that you and she might get along and see how she reacts. And if she reacts positively to that, then you'll go ahead and move towards an actual close. See what I'm saying? Because you need to grab a coffee with me right now is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what? You're actually a little cooler than I expected. That tells you a lot, right? And it also makes when you ask for, hey, let's go grab a coffee, it makes it make sense.
Yeah.
Right? When it just comes out of nowhere, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Okay? So I want you to like just like get in your head the idea of like soft close. Soft close. Instead of just nothing, hard close, soft close. Build it up. Just a little bit. Like if it's maybe like, for example, when I do texting, right? I do are you adventurous? As like the start of a soft close, just like to hint in that direction. Then what's your view on drinks and witty banter? Then like what's your week look like? And then close, right? So it's like 4 steps to get there instead of just like, let's grab a drink. That makes sense? Yeah. And anywhere along the way, if I get a no, I can drop it off and I haven't like, the set's not over, right? Yeah. And also each time they say yes or each time they comply or go along with it, it makes the final yes easier to get. So instead of thinking of the close as close right now, think of it as like, how can I move it a little more gradually in that direction?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, you've encountered some weird people.
What is that you're eating, by the way? It's like,
Do you want to try it?
no, I'm not.
It's like a little, it's like a cake.
So what time do you have to get back to work?
Well,
Are you like not even feeling it?
I go back in at 6, but after our teammates get theirs, I think we'll go buy something for my coworker and then I'm gonna head back.
You have to sit with a cute boy for 5 minutes. That's it.
This is 5 minutes.
You're right. You're right.
How long are you here for?
I'm gonna be here for, I want to say like maybe another.
Also, this is intuition. We may have to work on how you pass shit tests.
Yeah.
We'll see. But that was like pretty. Yeah, that was a pretty like you just like really just bought her frame, so to speak.
Yeah, no, when I was watching, I was like, okay. I know.
So let's keep an eye out for that. We'll see how that happens, how that comes up in other sets. Because so far, that's really the first shit test you've had.
Yeah.
The other ones, it was just, you tried to close so fast there wasn't time for a shit test. It was just a yes or a no. Let's see how you react to shit tests, because that may be another weakness in your game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A month and a half. Then, yeah. What about you?
Are you done with vacation or what?
You can say that. It's kind of work, just work related.
What do you work in?
Huh?
What do you work in?
Video production. Making like pretty much like post-produced videos and things like that.
Nice.
Yeah. It's alright. It gets the bills paid.
That's cool.
You don't strike me as like the fucking crazy girl. I feel like you can be. I'm not sure about you.
I don't know.
There's like something about you. I'm like,
I don't know. I can be crazy. No, I'm playing with it.
Can you really? What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
I won't say that that's the craziest thing I've done, so I don't speak of it.
Oh, you don't speak of the crazy thing?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Well, say it. You gotta say it. No regrets, right?
All right, the other thing is you're a little serious. Like a little bit serious and a little bit like demanding-ish. All right, it's like if, here's one thing. If you ask for something and someone says no, don't go the route of like, no, come on, just do it. Just, come on, just,
Yeah.
All right. Once somebody says no to something, if they then say yes, they have to almost like admit they're wrong, right? So instead of getting the no and then like essentially, I don't want to say begging, but it kind of is like begging after the fact, even though it's clever begging, but it's still begging. Yeah. Instead, if you get the no, change the topic and try for something else, right? Or just tease them. So like she's like, I can't tell you the most adventurous thing I've ever done. Be like, oh, look at you, and I thought you were boring. Right? Yeah. Because do you actually care that much what they want? Not at this point, right? Yeah. Well, the reason you're doing it is because you want good, interesting conversation fodder, right? You want something good to create the conversation. Well, her not telling you is also good conversation material. So instead of having this one-track mind of I will succeed in having her say this, look at what you did get and work with that, right? It's a great thing to flirt off of. That's true. Right? So you kind of have almost like a little too much of a game plan in your head. You're a little bit like.
Trust me, right now. I know. Yeah, that's something that.
Okay.
Yes.
No, it's very crazy and very sick though.
You're adorable. I don't know.
It really is though.
So
Can I ask you another question? Because you do a lot of game. You do tons and tons of sets. Do most of your sets look similar to most of your other sets, or is there a lot of variety?
Yeah, there's definitely some variety in there.
Okay.
Like I know how to recognize like when the set's going good, kind of like, and I know like, okay, fuck, this is going good. I need to move this. I want to.
Do you talk about in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the interaction? Do you talk about the same stuff over and over again? Yeah. Okay. Here's another assignment for you. Okay. Next time you go out, you are not to say anything you've said before in the first 2 minutes. You're not to repeat yourself, because I feel like, because I know you get results sometimes, right? But I don't know if this is true, but I feel like your results haven't been as good the last little bit as they were before, right? Yeah. I think that partly because you're gaming a lot and gaming the same way, a lot of what you're doing may be getting stale. So you're like just going through the motions. You're not actually like present in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another thing to do. So soft close, possibly shit tests, and don't say stale shit. Okay? If you're bored saying it, don't say it. Say something else that's interesting to you, even if it's not as good a game.
Yeah.
Right? And when you have like some soul in your game, because you basically, it's like you've been doing the same set over and over, and it's like becoming repetitive and mechanical, is what it seems like.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's like sometimes I just go in a set. It's like I just go in with this face. It's like like this face. I just I know what you're talking about. That's true. I do that.
Okay. Wait, like where do you live? Bye.
So it's like 10 minutes away from here. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes away. Yeah. Are you staying like at a friend's house or something?
Yeah, I'm staying with like 2 friends. But yeah, they're like hardly ever there, so it's like it kind of gets long a little bit. You know? What are you doing for Christmas? What do you want? What do you want for Christmas?
I work Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Really? Oh, you down here for Christmas? I mean for work, so.
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend New Year's here? Yeah, right?
Wait, come. I have to. It's like I'm gonna be here for New Year's, and then
So what's the biggest issue with this set right now?
The biggest issue right now is like for me, I feel like she's just like talking to me as more as kind of like this guy that came up to her. I don't know. That's like the only thing I feel is.
Yeah, I was gonna say too logical.
Yeah.
If anything, friend to friend, but not even. It's like it's just like platonic interview while I wait for my coffee kind of thing. Exactly. It's not like she's not enjoying it, but she's also not like, oh my god.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. You're right. Cool. So what could you do?
That's the thing. Like I want to like maybe tease her a little bit, like just like not take myself way too seriously, like tease her.
Yep. Teaser, which is negative emotional spike, but in a friendly way, right? Or even positive emotional spike, give her a compliment. Or give her a compliment and then tease her. Or tease her and then give a compliment, which would actually be probably the ideal mix in this case.
Yeah.
But in any case, like just drop the platonic stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so when she says, are you staying with friends? What could you do with that?
Are you trying to come over? Like, I barely know you or something. Yeah.
Exactly, that'd be great. You could try to come over, I barely know you, right?
Yeah.
Or be like, well, as you can tell, I'm not very friendly. Nobody, I don't have any friends. That could work, right? Or, oh, you know what? I am actually. You know what? They might like you, except they like girls who talk about the most adventurous stuff they've done, right?
Oh yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can play with her, you can tease her, but you're just letting it be platonic because you haven't made that dedicated effort to not make it platonic, right? It's not gonna get man to woman by itself. You have to give it that nudge.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have to take a risk, basically.
Yeah.
New Year's and then a little bit of like January, and then I might go like into February a little bit. So like February or something. Early February I might leave.
Do you play any sports?
I used to.
Football.
Why football? Why football of all fucking things? I look like a football player.
Baseball, huh?
Baseball?
Yeah.
I actually was gonna play baseball, but no.
Soccer. No.
I played soccer. If you can guess, I swear to God, I'll fall in love with you right fucking now. Huh?
Polo.
Polo. Who plays polo? What? No one plays polo.
It's a sport, so people play.
No one plays polo.
Volleyball.
So, no. Do you know? You know wrestling?
You did wrestling. Wow.
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 Thank you.
So are you into like UFC and stuff?
Am I into what?
UFC?
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, definitely.
Like MMA and like.
You know.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So what do you do for like? Do you go out or what? Or?
Do I go out? Yeah, I go out. Of course.
No, you fucking don't. Don't lie. You sit at home, watch Netflix, and play checkers by yourself. Did your drink finally come out?
Yeah. Yeah. I do Netflix and chill, you know?
That's a pretty fucking strong indicator, son.
Yeah.
Oh, Netflix and chill. Wow. I just barely knew you. Like I'm barely getting to know you. Like you're moving way too fast for me. I like to go, you know, and long walks on the beach.
What'd you say your name was?
It's
Oh, look, you start teasing her, and all of a sudden, look at that.
It's like when we're
it's
No, it's not.
why?
I didn't even. Did I capture your name? Did I even get your name? No, huh? Actually, don't tell me your name. It's fun. It's fun not knowing your name.
You know, it's like
How much better did I get all of a sudden? Right? When did it get good? Don't lie to me. You're full of shit. You sit at home watching it. What? You actually like teased her?
yeah.
Right? All of a sudden, pop.
I didn't notice that before.
I met some random ass guy.
I'm a random ass guy now.
Yeah, 'cause
Really?
he like straight walked up to me and was like, "Hey, so you're random." I don't know you, so you're random.
Really? Is that all I am right now?
Yeah.
I'm just like a piece of meat to you. You're like trying to get me to do Netflix and chill. You don't know my name. Like I like to feel a little bit special before
I
that happens.
didn't. I didn't.
It's okay.
invite
It's
you
okay. It's
to
okay. It's
Netflix
okay.
and
It's
chill.
okay. It's okay. I forgive you. Don't worry about it.
I didn't invite you to Netflix and chill, so.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Like we all slip up a little bit. So, what are you doing today or tomorrow? What's your schedule look like?
Oh man, no.
Oh man. What?
I have to break it to you. I'm dating somebody.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
he?
I'm not. We're not in a relationship, but I talked to somebody.
Oh, is he hot? Oh, wait, no. Well, no, not really. Wait, stay here 2 seconds. Before I go, like, you seem kind of cool, like intriguing.
Okay.
I'm gonna be here for a little bit, but obviously not today because I'm a little busy today. But we should definitely go for like a coffee or smoothie kind of thing. Not Netflix and chill though, but
All right, we can do. How about coffee at the again?
sounds good. Take my number. My phone is broken. Just shoot me a text after.
Oh, no worries.
You can just put random ass stranger. And I just, you can now put your name in, and I'll try to figure out what your name is.
I thought this was something special. It's okay.
No, put your name in. I'll just play with you.
Okay, this is like.
One thing I'll say, which is actually both good and bad, is when you tease very dry. Meaning like it seems like you really fucking mean it, actually.
Yeah, really?
Which is good and bad. It means it's more powerful, but it means it's gonna be much harder to calibrate. Does that make sense? So if you're like, I thought this was special.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, does he fucking, what the fuck? Right? Especially, well, in this case in particular, because she just said she has a boyfriend and shit.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to like make too big of a deal out of it. You want to be the fun, cool guy who she can hang out with and it won't be a problem. You're like, thought this was special. She's like, oh fuck, does this guy like want a serious relationship with me?
No, see, I didn't mean it like that at all.
I know you did.
Yeah,
I know you meant it teasingly, but because he was like very deadpan. I'm assuming not with a smile on your face. You're like, thought this was special.
That's true. Like I didn't mean it like that.
Whereas-
That's the reaction she was giving me.
Whereas if you said the exact same thing with a smile, like, thought this was special. What's up? Right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
That makes sense.
then A, it's not, you still have a negative spike to it, right?
Yeah.
You still have that teasing vibe, but it's not so blatantly harsh.
Yeah.
And especially because this is going to be one of the last moments of the set, right? You're closing and then you're about to send her on her way. The last thing you want to do is create a negative spike right when you're about to end. Don't end it on a negative spike. That's like, she just walks away feeling like, what the fuck, right? Now, negative spikes are useful throughout the set, but at this moment, like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
Right, at this moment, you just closed. You want to set up a situation where she'll meet up with you, right? If she wants to meet up with you, having not a boyfriend, but some dude she's like talking to, okay, which means basically she's fucking single.
Yeah.
But
that's what I heard.
But if you want to set that up, what do you want to do? She wants to view you as fun, cool, interesting, and like maybe a little mysterious. She doesn't know if she can have you.
Yeah.
Right? But if it's like all negative, she feels a negative emotion at it, done. So don't mess with that.
Text me.
They're just like shoot me or text me or something.
By the way, the whole giving the negative spikes harsh and passing shit tests, I think those might be related actually. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if you learn to be more playful, you'll learn to pass shit tests better too. I think that it's a related skill.
Yeah, like I notice that when I'm like feeling really good, like when I know I'm doing a good game, I'm very playful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know like it's just like nothing can touch me, it's like whatever. Like shit test, it doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like this time it's just like I feel so in my head. It's like I know it's bad game because I'm not feeling it. But now that you're calling me out, it's like you need to be more playful. That's what I do when I'm actually like I feel good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Here's the thing: be playful even if it's bad. Like say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Just have the right attitude behind it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it'll work.
Yeah.
Right? The thing is I have to remind myself, be playful, and remind myself to be like arrogant. If I remind myself to be playful and remind myself to be arrogant. Because if I'm doing those two things, it's always at least pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. Hi. You look like so fucking enthralled by this.
Yeah.
I
I am. I really am.
like your like black little cute outfit. I was like, who the fuck is this girl?
I kind of thought the same with your coat. I was like, yeah.
Really?
Give me some competition.
Oh really? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No competition here. It's like obviously I'm winning. So.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, look. What did I tell you? What are the things I remind myself? Be playful, be arrogant. What are you doing? Playful, arrogant.
Exactly.
It's much better. Like your vibe here is a million times better.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, what's your name? What's your name? No wait, I have to talk to you. I have to go in like a little bit, but what is your name? I definitely have to like get to know you before I go forever and vanish from your life forever.
Well, I work at a right here.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you? Oh, okay. Oh, God.
Here's an interesting question. So you're sitting, she's literally facing away from you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Her legs are like facing forward, but she's like turning her torso.
Yeah. I don't necessarily love sitting right then. What I might have tried to do actually is just like turn a little bit, like step that direction and see if she turns.
Yeah.
If she turns, then sit with her. Because as is right now, you're setting yourself up to like be like talking to her back, which is kind of weird. It's a minor thing. Overall, like the set's obviously going well, but you are kind of setting up a weird dynamic there.
Yes. Are you like on break or something?
Huh?
Are you like on break or something?
Yeah. On my hour break, I have 20 minutes left.
Well, before you go, you should definitely, like, there's a Starbucks in there. I just want to get, like, a hot chocolate or something. You should definitely come with
Right now?
that. Yeah, it'll be, like, 2 minutes. It's, like, literally down that way. I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
You're not like setting me up, right? Like this is a joke.
What am I setting you up for?
I don't know.
Just come on.
Okay.
So tell me more about yourself. I feel like I barely know you, and I'm, like, trusting you with my life right now, you know?
What are you up to right now? Are you working?
No, I'm actually here picking up some friends, and then after that, I might go out tonight or something. What about you?
Cool. I just work till like midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah, till midnight.
And then you go to sleep forever?
Yeah, it's like forever now.
Very cool. This is much better. Way better. Way more playful. Just actually, you're still not as blatantly man to woman as you could be, but at least you are teasing.
Yeah.
Or at least you're teasing a bit, so it's not bad. Okay, so recap for me. What are the takeaways?
Definitely, I like the little hammer one. The hammer.
Okay, yes.
That's true though. Be more playful and definitely You said exercise. You said do not say the same thing twice. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And shit test, right? I mean, you said.
Yeah, we'll work on your shit test. That's something we'll
Yeah.
do some stuff with, and I'll try and notice. The big thing is, look, the gradual close. You called it the little hammer, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll call it the little hammer technique. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, gradual close. It's not nothing, like no escalation, all of a sudden drop it. What it is you start showing intent gradually, and if it's received well, you add more and more and more. And then closing just makes sense, right? When you close, it shouldn't be something you bring out of nowhere. It should be something that makes sense given the vibe of the interaction. So try and structure the interaction in such a way that the close just makes sense. It's just obvious that you're going to close, as opposed to, oh, guess what? Phone number.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So that's very, very key. And then playfulness is huge, and that's the exercise for you. Aside from the little hammer, just keeping that in the back of your mind. The actual exercise for you though, next time you go out, literally you're not allowed to say anything you've said before. So if you normally open with, hey, I thought you were adorable, I wanted to meet you, you're not allowed to fucking open with that.
That's my opener. That's like my go-to fly.
Yeah. Fine, you're not allowed to use it for one session. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you say like, what are you doing right this exact second, there's a reason I ask, can't use it.
All right.
Say whatever's actually on your mind. Right? At least change up the words. Like, you know what? I have to ask you what you're doing. I can't even explain to you why. There probably is a reason in there somewhere, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Right? Just say something that's actually, it achieves all the same things, but at least you're not boring yourself by just repeating the same lines over and over. You're actually staying present. You actually have to think about what you're saying, what you're doing. Pay attention to her.
Yeah, that makes
right?
sense.
And the other thing I'm going to say is, you actually did in the sets that you instant dated, this one, which is real instant date, and the other one that was I followed her out of the store. But you actually got to know the girls a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? That's part of the little hammer thing, is also spend time getting to know them before you try and close. Yeah. Just a little bit. Just enough that plausibly it's not just because you thought they were hot. Because the way your first few sets felt like is, hey, you're hot, let's grab coffee. Right? As opposed to, hey, you're hot, who are you? Oh, you're actually kind of cool. Oh, okay, you know what? I enjoy you, let's grab coffee. Because then it makes sense. Okay, so give it process, let it make sense.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. All right, when we're out, I know what to teach you. I know what to like hammer into you now.
I definitely learned a lot. Like, seriously, like, the things that you like broke down like logically, it's like that's what I do when I feel good.
Cool.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me.
Cool. Yeah, that's how you behave when you're like in state. So
yeah, it's like I'm more playful, and it's like I can't put words on it. It's like, why am I acting this way? It's just I feel good. But you like broke it down. Like, oh, this is why this is that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. The other thing too, this may or may not be the case, but if you get the sense that the set's not going well, I think your instinct is to try and close and run. It's like, oh, it's not going well, let me close and run. Yeah. That's like trying to hit a home run out of like a shitty situation, right? Don't do that. Instead, just try to improve it a little bit. Right? Try and do one thing to get it moving in the right direction. Like one compliment or show of intent, or one little teasing thing, and see what happens with it.
Yeah.
Right? And then from there you can add to it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but trying to close out of a negative situation is just slow percentage.
It's like I just do it because like whatever. It's just like.
Well, I think you do. I think you don't trust yourself enough. Like I think you kind of think that the girl either likes you or doesn't like you, and there's not a lot you can do about it. You should trust that if the girl doesn't like you, it's just because she hasn't met you yet. She doesn't know you yet. If she had a bigger sample, she would like you. So just trust yourselves to stick in there instead of just like swinging for the fences in like a bad situation.
Makes sense.
That's another thing.
Yeah, it's like very either or for me. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the good thing about your game style is that because it is either or, it's like very on or very off. The ones that are on will tend to be very on, and you'll tend to have a lot of indicators early on, so you won't waste time in long sets. So that's a positive. And that's definitely not something you want to lose entirely. I'm just saying, like, tone it down a little bit. Yeah, calibrate just a little more and make it a little smoother. Because instead of it being, I don't know, like 1 in 5 saying yes to or something like that, it could be like, 3 in 5, right? And also when you get to like, I know because you get results, but you want to step up to like hotter, tougher situations, that kind of stuff. When you talk about those ones, if you don't have social calibration of some kind, or if you just try and open close, they've been approached by confident guys before, but not by cool, confident guys very often. So you need to actually demonstrate your personality a little bit just blatant confidence isn't going to do it with a 10. It's like, oh, look, you're confident. Yeah, I'll spread my legs for you. No. You have to, a little more than that. You have to actually convey your personality, get to know her, have a little something there. Yeah. So this whole open close thing, it will, it's cutting your chances already, but the higher you go on the spectrum, the more it's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
So it's something you need to work on now.
No, definitely, yeah, for sure.
Cool. Awesome, man. And I look forward to seeing a day where you actually do good game, and then we can look at that one too.
Fucking see.